In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning. Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Yes. What's going on, people? Today is Tall Tale Thursday, y'all. But before we get into today's show, as usual, let me say good morning to my super producer, Mr. Molly Moss. That's my boy, Molly Moss, the Sea Moss boss. Sea Moss, 102 vitamins and minerals. 92 what the body needs, y'all. And y'all also need this book right here, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. This is a good stocking stuffer. And you know what? I'm going to get with my publicist tonight to find out where is the audio. Because I'm waiting for the audio now. Audio book to come out. All right? So, without further ado, good morning, Lee. Oh, shucks. That daddy in the building. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Oh man, had a good night. Had a good night. Yeah, had a good night.
Tell the people why you had a good night, Lee.
Oh, okay. I went to an open mic downtown King Street, Old Town King Street. And had a very good time. Bad set, but a good time.
Yeah, bad set, but a good time.
Yeah. Bad set, good time.
See, that's how you recover from all that, man. So what else been going on with your life? Did you get the thing straight with the man spitting on you? That was part 2.
Well, I talked to the manager, and he let me know that he's a franchiser, and that even if I did contact corporate, he is it's his choice at the end of the day, and that they didn't have anyone to cover that shift. And I let him know I'm not the only one, and there was 2 other people in there complaining at that time about the same person. I think you'll mess around, and that man is going to cause you a lawsuit, big lawsuit.
Apparently, he don't care about that.
Well, apparently but see, that's the thing, and I'm not trying to make this out of a race situation because this man is just as dark as I am. We don't respect each other. It's just that simple. We don't.
And why do you think that? I mean, he is a different a culture. He's where you say the guy's from?
Ethiopia? He's from Ethiopia, somewhere in there. Yeah.
So they don't think that. Oh, we got the Duke of Comedy in the building today. Good morning. That's our brother, sweet brother Noomsy. Where you been, Noomsy? Terrence.
I have been working, and more work. But it's good to see you guys. What's going on?
We were talking about an altercation that Lee got into the other day, where a clerk at the store spat at her.
What's she do?
7-Eleven. You said what Lee do?
What did she do?
She couldn't get back in the store to do anything to the guy. She wanted to get him, but she did contact management and everything. That's what she was telling us. Now she was catching us up on part 2.
Okay, let's get this, because I mean I want to know everything. So what happened for the clerk to spit at Lee? What happened, Lee? What you do?
What do you mean? What I do?
No, he said what happened for the clerk to spit.
No, I'm saying what did you do? What happened? Because it wasn't you going to get a Slurpee and going, hi, let me pay for my Slurpee and I'm out. And then that joker just go, poof, spit at you. Was it a verbal exchange? Was it what happened?
Well, just say what happened. Don't say what I do. That make me like I'm guilty of some shit. Right?
I'm not saying Lee. Come on, stop playing. I'm not saying.
I got you. What I'm saying, he met. I put the lottery. I gave him my lottery slips. He ran them twice versus once. I told him he ran them twice, and he had to cancel some. And he just snatched my money out of my hand, and I went to slap shit out of him. And there was a lady behind me, and she just jetted out the door. And before I knew it, I don't know even how I got out the door. I just went on out the door because I was getting ready to whip his ass. I mean, it was either beat him up, go to jail. I think God just pushed me out the door. I think about it, right? I think about it each time. Like, how did I get outside? And then he spat at me. Then he spat at me. Twice. I tried to get back in, and I couldn't get back in the door.
She said globs of spit was running down the door. She got pictures of he spit. So he was trying to get her, but she got out the door before he spit on the back of her.
Before he hit me.
Are we speaking about a woman now that did all this glob of spit, or it was?
It's a man.
No, it was a man, and he was an Ethiopian clerk at the 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers be racist.
People. Okay, we got the Full House.
Good morning.
Good morning.
G. Dr. Great. Terrence is in the house. G. Dr. Great.
What's up, T?
Yanni in the house.
What up, though?
The JoJo baby in the house.
Yeah.
JoJo.
What's going on, everybody?
Now, I want to catch everybody up. Lee was telling us the story. She got into an altercation the other day with a clerk, a verbal altercation. Lee went outside the door, but before she could get, she made it safely, so it didn't get on her. But the dude spit at her twice. Now, it spit on her that it hit the door, and you can see it sliding down the door. And Lee was trying to protect the door. Then she tried to get back in the door. And she called the police, but the police never came.
Okay.
So she went to corporate. She called corporate, but it's a franchise 7-Eleven. And the guy, that's where we're at now. The guy's telling Lee, well, the owner, said that he got the last say so, whatever, that corporate can't tell him what to do. You know,
basically, that's what he said. and it's not the first. It's not the first time with this guy. He does this.
Where's the 7-Eleven located, though?
Virginia.
Yeah.
You know it ain't gonna be nowhere where we live because
is it near the show? Is it near the Galactic Panther?
Yeah, it's near the King Street Metro.
Okay.
All right, so let me get this straight. You went in to get your lottery tickets. You said he ran your lottery tickets twice.
Yeah.
And when he tried to run it another time, you said, "Give me my lottery tickets."
No. I told him that he ran them twice and I wasn't paying for those. He needed to cancel those.
Oh, okay.
And he snatched my money out of my hand, trying to make me pay for them. But he did cancel $2.50 worth of. I don't know what this dude is on, but I'm not the only one that he do it to. And
Well,
they're
he sound
all
like he
black
need his
people.
ass whooped.
And it's always a black person. Always a black person. I have not. While I'm standing there complaining, there's another big black guy, bigger than both of us. He's a huge black guy, John Henry Black. It's bad. He said, that guy, you complain about him, beat you. Do it all the time.
So y'all basically not trying to do something to him because it's out Virginia?
Well, I don't want to do nothing. I ain't got bond money.
Hey, you tripping? I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
I ain't
That is
got bond.
not the
I
way
ain't got
you
bond
solve
money.
that.
Huh?
That is whooping somebody's ass is not the way you solve
Well,
that.
obviously walking away
I know that.
if Peaceful March ain't doing that shit, that nigga spitting at people, you tripping.
Yeah, that's the nastiest thing you can do.
That's assault.
What the fuck
That's
wrong with you? He talking about globs of spit. Like he just been holding spit in his mouth all day.
Twice, not once.
See, if you knock his fucking teeth out his fucking mouth, he'll think twice about spitting on the motherfucker or spitting at a motherfucker.
Amen. That's what I want. That's what I wanted.
G-Dot, you on to something, Slim.
Man, look, I don't give a fuck if we in
y'all gotta
goddamn
play that
Prince
game.
George County.
She could have pressed assault charges because he spit at her because it didn't hit, it didn't become battery. So he assaulted her.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that soft shit. He need his ass whooped. Fuck all that pressing charges. Time to put his mouth against the curb and press it back his fucking head. My bad. I need therapy. My bad, y'all.
You don't need therapy. You on to something. But what I want to say to Lee is, if you on different encounters had different occasions with this dude doing certain things, why y'all keep going back in that store?
Well, number one, hold on. I'll frequent that store because it's close to my home. I frequent that store because this guy do not work during the day. I did not know he was still there. I went at night. A place I don't go at night.
Okay, that's a franchise. That's his family store.
No, it's not his family. They know each other. I don't think he's no kin, but they know him. And I don't care what they do. Them Ethiopians and Mexicans, they all stick together. We the only ones that don't. We take care. They take care of each other. We don't do that.
Well, that has something to do with Willie Lynch letters, but we'll talk about that a different time. Man.
Right, but what I'm saying, they know he has an attitude problem. They know who he is, but they're not going to they'll move him to a different store, but they won't terminate.
You know when a kid fuck up when they're young and you whoop their ass?
Oh, baby, you just don't know. You don't know, man. Listen, my plan was to go to bed, be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to that store and wait for him to walk out and crack his skull. But I didn't wake up until 9 a.m. Reese called me and said,
alleged thoughts, y'all. Hypothetical speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, that was just a thought. And I was go scalp his motherfucking ass. But God saw that I needed to just chill and go to sleep and don't wake up until Reese called me.
It sounded like you had a plan, but you overslept. That's what the fuck happened.
She had a plan that would yield her in jail. That's what she gonna go to jail. That's what she was getting ready to do.
And honestly, even in my sleep, I kept saying, I don't have bond money. I don't have bond money.
The thing is, you gotta have a driver to get away, babe.
No, I walk fast. But I can't get no, I cannot commit.
He knows you're supposed to do your dirt all by your lonely. That way there's no witness or something. Who's gonna have a driver when they doing dirt? You don't take witnesses with you.
So, Reese, you know damn well you gonna have somebody with you. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
No. Back in the day, if I was going to get you, I would get you, and you wouldn't have known I got you. Until after
it sounds like you used to flat niggas' tires at this point.
No. Oh man, baby. Man, I ain't gonna take no. I ain't even gonna go there because y'all be
busting windows out cars and.
Yeah.
You break a toothpick off in the key.
Out there spray paint niggas' cars. I'm nobody's
so they can't get their key in the door. You just do stuff to aggravate them to piss them off. You know, if you flatten all 4 tires, that's covered by insurance. Did y'all know that? But if you flatten 2 or 3, it's not covered. But if all 4 is covered, because they consider that vandalism.
Dumb is you. If you flatten 2 of my tires, I'm gonna go flatten the other 2. What the fuck?
But you ain't gonna get paid. I mean, yes, you will.
I'm not gonna. If I see 2 flat tires, I know somebody got me. I'm gonna go flatten the other 2 and say they got me all 4s. God damn it.
Vandalism.
Yeah.
But if you take a toothpick and break it off of people's lot, that was back in the day in the 80s. Okay. Now they got keyless entries and all that stuff, but you could do that to aggravate somebody. Yes. And they try to put their key in and don't know why. There's a wooden toothpick broke off in your lock, bitch. Yeah, try that.
Out of control.
Take it away. Stupid stuff like that.
Y'all are terrible.
Yeah, and once upon a time, when better, you're supposed to do better. Then we was young and wild, but we ain't nothing like these kids nowadays. They on something different. 20 ain't the same 20. My 20 ain't today's 20. I don't know about y'all, but it ain't. Even the panhandling ain't the same. Y'all know that. JoJo, Kiani, G.
I know about that. Listen, them damn fans. I got mistaken one time for panhandling in uniform. I had a friend coming over from out of town, and I went and had an air mattress, and the air mattress had a bubble in it, so I was taking it back. I folded it up. I got
y'all stand by. I'm gonna come right back.
I put it back in the video. I want to share with everybody when you get back.
I put it in the box, and I'm standing. I took my jacket off. I just had my shirt and pants on, and I'm standing at the Huntington 7-Eleven, getting ready to go to Walmart to take it back. And these people saw the mattress, the air mattress box sitting in the windowsill, and I'm drinking a soda and eating something, waiting on the bus, and everybody got out and started giving me money, 10, 20s, and 10, 5s, and I'm like, what is
this? 10 and 20s out?
Yeah, I'm like,
out 10 and 20s.
I'm about to do the same thing today.
I said, what is this for? Everybody have hard times. You're good. Here you go. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't need you. I just got paid. I worked at the airport. I didn't need their. I'm like, wait a minute. What? I'm trying to give them their money back. I had about $230.
I wouldn't have gave them shit. That's reparations.
No, Molly, set up the video, Molly. We want to show them the video.
$230 damn dollars.
Hell yeah, and I went straight to the bar.
G-Dot, since you're not familiar with the panels, our senior panelists, Mr. Kiani Thomas and Mr. JoJo Baby. You might know JoJo Baby from the comedy world. JoJo and Kiani, do y'all know G-Dot? And I know all of y'all know Terrence, right?
I know Dot. What up, G?
That's G-Dot the Great. G-Dot.
Yeah, the Great. Yes.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Feature last Friday at Lee's very first open mic, and G-Dot killed it. My brother did his thing. G-Dot, do my opening line.
Baby, what's up, y'all? G, they got something to say. What are they?
Lee, where your room at, Lee?
At the Galactic Panther.
Oh, that's your spot. So you they just gave you a night?
Yep.
Every
That's
Friday,
all right. Congratulations.
I guess we talk to me twice a month right now, and now we're working on Wednesdays. I'm thinking about doing a gong show Wednesday.
A dog show.
Gong show Wednesday. That means you need 3 judges to that'll be fun. Gong Show.
So what the dog start shitting everywhere though?
Not dog show, Gong Show. Hey, you out shit.
We could be on the panel. Look, Lee, you got your 3 judges, me, Terrence, and G-Dot. And if they act up, you get to gong the bell, tell them get off the stage. You know, it's like a talent show.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you said dog show. I'm like, what the fuck y'all?
Yeah, on Wednesdays.
Say no, don't gong them, don't gong them.
Yeah, on Wednesdays I'm at the VFW in Lanham. I got
you gotta come on there and check that room out.
I got a room in Lanham, and then on Thursdays we are at Bar 210.
Okay, y'all.
Where's Bar 210?
Okay, you've been
all the way down 210. It's in Bryan's Road.
Okay, say that, nigga. I don't drive. You gotta give me a metro station landing.
Brother, I didn't know you didn't drive. My bad.
Well, now you know it. I'm business all out in the street now. Shit.
Correct.
That's 85% of the comedians don't drive.
You heard me, T?
No, what you say, big dog?
I said I'll be having to leave out 3 hours early to get to a show.
Oh, I understand.
That's why I try to stay. That's why I try to stay in the vicinity.
I gotta start getting out of.
So what happened? What happened when you start getting booked out and people start booking you?
I make sure. See, this is what I do. I don't even ask to get on certain shows if I know like it's a possibility that I have to rely on somebody. You know what I'm saying? If it's not metro accessible, I really don't do it. Even in Baltimore, I could get there in Baltimore. I could catch a Mark train and shit like that.
So what if it's out of town?
Out of town, I haven't got booked for out of town yet, but you know, I could get there now though. I got a good man that can give me a ride and shit.
Come pick me up. You book me, pick me up.
Nah, I ain't doing that because I like to drink.
You said if we book you, pick you up. That what you said, Lee?
I'm joking.
Hey, you know what? That's a deduction on you getting paid too.
Okay.
Shit, I need all man.
I got
She said she joking there.
Yeah, that
my
was
plan
a joke.
is to start going out of town though, honestly.
That was a joke. You gotta pick me up. I know how to get that. It's called Lyft, Uber.
Oh, gotcha.
I want to let all of y'all know I'm gonna be on Comics on Life tonight. Yes, Comics on Life. You can look at that on UBSN Network, Facebook, and on YouTube tonight at 8:00. So while everybody out at your room, Terrence, so if they're looking down at their phone.
Yeah, so I'm doing something different out there at Bar 210 now. So I have a podcast that we do called Chopping It Up Radio, and we do a podcast.
I know, Mike. Yeah,
absolutely. So we do our podcast first, and then after the podcast, we go right into the open mic.
Okay.
So it's we do a live studio audience podcast, and we something like what the Breakfast Club is, but it's 3 guys and a girl, and everybody got their own little certain segments, and then after we leave the podcast, like I said, we go right into the open mic, and instead of doing tacos, tequila, and tomfoolery on Tuesdays, we now do that on Thursdays.
Okay. That setup sound like an early 90s porn situation.
And in all actuality, D-Dot, that's funny as shit you said that. It actually done turned into a few of them situations, right?
Hey, shit, I'm on the way right now.
Nah, it get a little crazy after 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? So sometimes
my name is Butt Naked G after 3. So after 3 p.m. I want some shit.
Right.
Y'all too much for me. Look, and I'm supposed to be dirty on that shit.
That sound like that
tonight, I'm actually going to be on a podcast. It's Chicken Wings and Comedy Things.
Oh, yeah, that's my man right there. You gonna be on with my man.
Yeah, so Miss Sin gonna be there too, and I think they got another guest. So
well, Miss Sin is actually on the show. Miss Sin is actually one of the hosts on the show.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, my man Nevin has been doing that now for 3 years on not 420. I'm about to say 420 radio.
Yeah, they're not too far from me. Like
yeah. And I'm telling you, Slim, that's a good look too. I like what they doing over there, chicken wings and comedy things.
So yeah, so this is gonna be my second time on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My first time I did it, I forgot who the hell I did it with, but yeah, it's been a while, so I just asked to get on there. Then I'm gonna try to hit another open mic tomorrow. I actually hit 2 this week already. So
yeah,
there you go.
Because I went to Anthony Oaks' room yesterday.
Oh, how was that? I gotta get out there and see. And you talking about he's still on Anthony Oaks is still down there on
K Street.
On K Street, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I closed it out yesterday.
The people don't got you. If you telling the places, y'all gotta say the name so the people know where they can come and see y'all.
Busboy and Poets.
It's Busboys and Poets down on K 14th and K.
Yeah, it started at 8 o'clock. So it was Anthony Oaks show, but Charlie Jr. was like the feature or whatever. So I just came down to get some time in.
That's my baby, Charlie Jr.
Calm down. Calm down. That's your baby. I know what's up with you.
With everybody, my baby. Terrence, tell him. Everybody always been my baby.
Everybody get them draws thrown at them, Slim. She equal opportunity draw thrower. She'll throw them draws at anybody.
Hey, but you know them draws had 3 niggas under the hood, like he raided this shit.
Hey, them draws done saved many lives, nigga.
Hey, Coach K's tonight in Capitol Heights.
Where?
Capitol Heights, Coach K's. What's the name of that restaurant? That's Silver Spring.
Capitol Heights or Silver Spring. Ooh, Lee, them way.
God damn, where you from, Lee?
Lee,
where you from, Lee?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it sounds like it. You goddamn said Capitol Heights and Silver Spring, the same goddamn thing, y'all. How could you get the two mixed up?
God damn.
That's what she said. She said Coach K is in Capitol Heights. That shit is in.
What I did was I just remembered when I was on the train, I got lost. I went the wrong damn direction. I had to get back on the train to go.
But Capitol Heights is off the blue line. Silver Spring is off the red line. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, she got off at Metro Center, got lost.
Yes.
She got off at Metro Center, got lost.
Capitol Heights is Landover area.
She went downstairs instead of going upstairs and shit.
Oh, shit.
That's what happened. I got lost.
They would have snatched your ass up.
She was coming off that good old yellow line and got off the Metro Center.
Yeah, that shit's funny. That shit's funny, yo.
The Silver Spring, the Capitol Heights. Woo.
Yeah, that's 2 totally different spectrums there.
But then there's a different mic then. Because there's another
that's like lesbians and gay men. It's different.
Is that my TV behind you?
That shit is different.
Yeah. You know, Silver Spring more near the Caucasian area. You know, the good old.
It's in Montgomery County. Let's just say Montgomery County. You ain't gotta say the white area because there's black people out there too.
That's MS-13 area.
A lot of Spanish out there.
Listen.
That's MS-13 area right there, Silver Spring.
This is not my area of life. I've only been here a small amount of time. If it wasn't at an airport, I wouldn't have never known none of this even existed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, we got a video, and I want to share.
Sometimes you need to get lost to get found now.
That's right. And that has happened. Thank you, sir.
Oh, shit.
Look, JoJo baby in the building, but JoJo quiet. JoJo, you hear us?
I don't know if you can hear my mic. I'll be talking. Can you hear me?
Oh,
yeah, we can hear you.
You're far away.
Well, you know, I am far away. I'm further than Capitol Heights and Silver Spring.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah, he's in the good old.
He out there by the water. He out there on the water.
Well, I got a video we're gonna share, and I want y'all thoughts on what I'm about to share. Marlene. Can y'all see it and hear it?
Not yet. Wow, there we go.
5 wealthiest black families in America. Number 5, the Jordan family. The family of the former NBA star Michael Jordan takes the 5th spot with a net worth of $2 billion. Number 4, the Carter family with $2.5 billion. This is the family of Beyonce Knowles Carter and Jay-Z, or Sean Carter, the music couple. Number 3, the Winfrey family comes in 3rd place with $2.8 billion. This is the family of Oprah Winfrey, the queen of all media. Number 2, the Stewart family of David Stewart from Worldwide Technology is worth over $7.6 billion. Finally, the Smith family, the family of Robert F. Smith, the owner of Vista Equity, worth over $11.9 billion. Like and subscribe for more.
Did y'all know that they have billions?
What the fuck are we supposed to tell you about this video?
No, did you know that the 5 black? A lot of people think Oprah Winfrey is the richest family and stuff, but you saw that 2 other black families that I ain't never even heard of. Did y'all know about the Stewart and the Smith family?
Yes, I knew about the Stewart family. I did not know about the Smith family.
Yes, I did.
So where did the Stewart? I didn't know. I thought it was Oprah. She
no.
On the list.
Well, all that money they got, there shouldn't be no homelessness or poverty in America. So fuck them. Like, what you doing with all that money? You ain't, come on now.
One thing you know for sure, they're not paying taxes.
Nobody should be paying taxes.
Exactly. I mean, especially paying taxes on the land that don't belong to their ass anyway.
If you smart and you care enough about the efforts of the money that you make, you would not be paying taxes.
Shit, I go exempt, brother.
And it's not even about going exempt.
Allegedly.
It's about just being smart and learning how to capitalize and
learn how to lie.
It ain't even lying. It's not even lying. Putting your businesses in a trust, putting everything you own in a trust has nothing to do with about lying. I am a Donald Trump not supporter. I don't support the things that he's into, but I pay attention to the words that he say out his mouth.
Right.
During his first presidential debate, Hillary Clinton tried to roll him under the bus and said, this guy doesn't even pay taxes. And then he was like, what are you, mad because I'm smart? When he said that and there was no rebuttal, I started paying attention to Donald Trump. And I say, how is he not paying taxes? Every business and every entity that he has that generates income, he has in a trust. He pays himself from a trust. So paying $750 in taxes and he's a multi-billionaire, you got to pay attention to shit like that.
Hold on. First of all, he don't own shit. He don't have any businesses.
No, he don't.
He's getting paid for his name.
Everything is in his trust. You saying
no? It's not in a trust. He don't own anything. Everything he's done has been closed out. He don't own it. It just still carries his name. He's only getting paid for his name.
It looks like it look. Listen,
everything he touches shit.
Yeah,
everything he touches is shit.
Yeah, and come November when he's president again, and come November when he's president again, you can't speak out of hate and malice. You gotta speak.
I thought I heard
you gotta speak with facts.
Wait a minute. Stop talking over each other. You can't speak if you talking over each other. We're trying to hear and listen and comment as well, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Let me explain something. I'm not speaking out of hate and malice. It's out of knowledge. You already know if the devil is sitting at the edge of your bed or death is at the other corner that you're gonna die, or either something's getting ready to happen. If you don't see that, you got a problem. I mean, how you gonna idolize somebody that don't even care about you, don't like you, and the only reason why
never said I idolized them. I just said I started to pay attention to what he said.
Go ahead. I'm gonna raise my hand.
All I said was just pay attention to what he said. It looks as though I'll let you speak. Stop trying to overtalk me. When you said that he don't own anything, it's just his name. NIL is what everybody is going after right now. Name, image, and likeness. He's getting paid off of his name from what you know about. He took all of his assets and put them into a trust. A trust can't be traced. You can't trace nothing in a trust.
Wait a minute, Terrence. Let me get that. A trust can't be trusted.
A trust can't be traced. A trust cannot be traced. You can't dig in a trust. You can't go in a trust and say anything about it. So with you saying that he don't own anything in the eyes of America, that might be true. But for you to say that this joker, I didn't say I idolized him.
Wait a minute. If Donald Trump get back in office, as you say he may, I'm gonna name you the Duchess of Comedy.
No, you not, because that is his
That's why you got people spitting at you. What the fuck are you talking about? That's exactly why you got people spitting at your funny looking ass. You talking about you gonna name me the Duchess of Comedy? You can't name me a motherfucking thing.
You know, if he supports Trump, so will
what is you talking about?
Team Trump up. Terrence,
that's one thing you don't do.
Listen. Come on now. He say he listens to what Trump said. Trump is speaking some truth, some smartness, and it comes back with no rebuttal. And just because we don't like Trump, you may not like or whatever, that don't change the fact. If it's true, it's true. Most people don't like the truth. And that is why Trump is going to get over American people like he did the first time, because he's so garish.
This the only motherfucker that has not been not one. Give me Reese.
In your face.
Check this out, Reese.
Yes.
Check this out, Reese. This motherfucker has not been in one presidential debate. Not one. And he is still leading the Republican Party by 45%. It's 4 people in a race to see who gonna compete to lose against this motherfucker. And you thinking that because you don't like what he say, and he's not for us, and he's not this, and that he's not gonna become president, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. He hasn't opened his mouth one time. He hasn't opened it. He hasn't opened his mouth one time to say one thing.
Older people.
Go ahead, G.
I know y'all the march and all that shit, but as far as a economic standpoint, I'd rather have him as a president than to see now.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I'm saying, like, under that, I didn't lack for money when he was president. Even in the what was that, the pandemic, he made sure everybody was eating. So this presidency, we ate other people.
What you mean? No, he did not. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, he did not. What do you mean? No, he did not.
Why are you yelling, bruh? No, he did not. But at first, I'm gonna tell you, when I said that, I was only joking. I wasn't really gonna say that.
The pandemic came in 2020, and Trump was on the way out when the pandemic came. So,
but he still signed. He still signed that bill to get that money out.
The American currency.
No, he did not.
You just a biggin at this point. I don't know what's going on.
We got more than one check. Trump did this first one before he left out of office.
I don't stand for his belief or morals. As far as an economic standpoint, I fuck with him. That's it. It's about the money, right?
Trump said, yes, this is about the money, what I'm about. He said if he was re-elected, he would release some funds for us. If he was re-elected, Biden got in and said, give it to him.
I mean, all that money we spending overseas could be here.
Give us that money.
So Biden gave it to us.
Yes.
No.
We had two.
Yes, but I know
one was under Trump administration.
He giving that shit to Ukraine and all them other countries.
What about Lee? This question is for you, Lee. Lee, what about all of the HBCUs? What about all of the HBCUs that he gave that money to that Biden stopped?
He did.
What about
the people he let out of prison?
Oh, I am so glad you mentioned that because I just left off a Roland Martin show watching that shit. He did not give that money. That money was already allocated for that money. For that.
Oh my God.
But if it came under his regime, so watch this. Wait. Lee, you're a military veteran, and I expect you. I expect a little bit more from you than this, sweetheart. Now, just like when Barack Obama. Go.
Are you gonna
let me finish? I apologize.
Obama ain't do shit.
That's what I was about to say. They gonna give Barack Obama. They gave him the Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein beef. We was already on their ass.
For years.
But it came under his regime. He was the president that took credit for it. Yes or yes?
The only thing I feel like Obama did was
before y'all bring this topic. Before y'all bring.
That's what I feel. That's all. Obama liberated gay people. That's it.
Gay people was already liberated. All he
I'm talking about far as like they start flourishing.
It came under his regime.
Like it's a fact. Like it's like how it is today. It feels like I'm wrong for being heterosexual and shit. I can't say shit.
You better not. You better not, and you better watch what you say to a gay man, especially if he a black gay man. All they want to do is feminize the gay black man.
Exactly.
That's all they want to do. They want to destroy the black family.
Actually.
They've been wanting to destroy the black family and defeminize the black man or feminize the black man forever.
Okay. We heard Terrence, we heard from G-Dot, we heard from Ali. JoJo, baby, do you have anything you want to chime in and say? And we're going to limit everybody's responses to a minute and a half. Because if you can't say what you got to say, the key point in 90 seconds, I mean, that means JoJo, I guess he don't have nothing to say. Lee, you got 90 seconds.
That's the biggest damn lie. Indian, indigo, black, natives. We the real indigenous tribe. I'm the original man of America. Due to the mitochondrial E. So that means every single last race in this world come from me. So if I created shoe, how the fuck you on my land first? Trying to claim my shit, man, I've been history. My people was done the worst. You not no native? Please just be honest. You really a $5 Indian. Pay $5 to take my land. You know you a fraud. You not one of them. The government changed our name just so we don't get no reparations. Colored, black, Negro, African American is what they changed our name to. We is the Cherokee, we is the Iroquois, and the Apache, we is the Cheyenne, we the Calyphians, we the American Aboriginal Native man. Comment part 2. If y'all want me to go deeper, kind of people saying we African when we is the original people. That's why we do not know ourselves. We really think we started.
I said African. Correct.
He had some bars, but what he said is there factual behind that. Everybody black, you know, everybody says I got Indian in me. I got Indian. Yeah, you probably do. Yeah, you probably do because just like everybody got white people in them. Everybody probably got Indians because Indians were allowed to own slaves, to own us just like white people were. And so yeah, we all are mixed up. We all
did you hear exactly what he was saying though?
Yeah, we was
remember me and Marley was on the phone. I said we Aborigines.
Yeah, Aborigine. Yeah.
And that's what he just said, right?
Aboriginal black man, just like in Australia.
Okay. I just want to throw that out there. Okay.
But you know how we got here? Everybody assumes that we got here over the water, the seas. We came out of the cradle of life, which is in Africa. The land mass that we are on now, like where there's oceans, there used to be desert. People used to be able to walk and cross. The land mass that we are on now. Everybody already been here. A lot of us was already here in America. before.
But a lot of us also came over the boat.
Before the Vikings came, when Leif Erikson and them came over here, they were like, bam, somebody already living over there. We can't go in that house. But it wasn't until the Pilgrims got here, running from exile from their own country, to say, well, we're going to take this house. Oh, this is a nice house. We're going to claim this house. Oh, people already living there. We're going to put them in the basement. Or we're going to hide them in the attic. We're going to take. That's the pillaging and real plundering.
It didn't happen like that. So the thing is, they had to learn the land. People had to teach them how to survive over here first before they was able to do anything.
Right, but you know what? The settlers wasn't the one pillaging and plundering and bringing in all the damage. It was the trade people. It was the Spaniards and stuff. They would come here to trade and all that stuff, and they made it hard for the settlers. Well. Some of them. It was
a lot of autumn crackers. Fuck them.
And they did. That's what they did to the black people. That's what they did to the indigenous people.
All right, but at the same token, you still got to blame us because the Moors taught culture to white people. You got about the dark ages they had and shit before certain people got cast out. So I took in a little, basically, in a nutshell, I took in a little boy or girl or whatever, taught them everything I know, and they switched it up and flipped that shit on me and snaked me. In a nutshell.
They do the slaves. How could you convince a nation of mighty people, of gods and goddesses, that they're slaves? They fucked.
It wasn't a convince. It had something happen with diseases. They brought a whole lot of fucking diseases over here too. So a lot of them got wiped out due to different diseases like smallpox and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fucking filthy ass people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that because we had the first septic system, irrigation system back over there in old England. They were shitting in the streets. They didn't know nothing. It was that filthy. That's why they got all of those nasty diseases and lived with rats and all that stuff. It didn't come from black people, honey. It did not.
But you guys think, life started in Mesopotamia, though.
Huh?
Life started in Kemet, Mesopotamia. You get what I'm saying?
Alkebulan. How about that? We take it even back to Alkebulan.
Right, that falls under Mesopotamia, though. That happens under Mesopotamia, though. All that falls under Mesopotamia. Actually, the continent of Africa was once called Ethiopia once, too. If ain't nobody knows.
Didn't know that.
I knew that was black, but it was called originally, the first word for Africa was Alkebulan. That's even go back further than that. Kemet, right. it goes further back than Kemet is Alkebulan. Look that up. I had to look that up. Sure enough.
Also Ethiopia before then.
That's what they was. Well, Ethiopian, they mentioned Ethiopia in the Bible. They mentioned the people in the Bible.
No, the whole continent was called Ethiopia.
Well, that's because they didn't know better. Like Christopher Columbus called the whole continent of America. He thought he was in India. That's why he called the indigenous people Indians. So it don't matter what they called it. It's matter what it is. So you can come over here and call me Grace. It don't matter what you call me, but who am I?
An old nasty motherfucker.
I'm gonna give you a big old hug when I see you. I'm gonna put you in You always keep saying I'm a dirty old lady. Why he keep?
You a nasty. I'm talking about nasty.
Hey, no, Blue Phoenix.
No, she's in NFL.
Phoenix is in the house.
Hey T, what you got to say for T?
Nah, I'm down with what you were saying. You was there. You was right on point, man.
Okay. And look up Alkebulan too. But
I'm over here trying to look up some other stuff while we saying this.
Yeah.
The name were okay. Aya said the name was I can't see it. Okay, she said they were shitting in the streets over in Europe. That's what I say, yup. And the colonizations and slave
the colonizers and slave masters were involved. And
I just can't think.
I read it for you.
I understand. Look, you look. That's DC public school system for you, baby. It's all right.
DC public school system. I had a private education. If you must know, I went to Forestville and Parkdale High School, boo.
I will read it.
Yeah,
okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
I'll read it.
That I can read. I just can't.
I can't see. Anyway.
Look, hey, look here, baby. I was in special ed, baby. But look, I work with what I got. Goddamn it.
Y'all crazy. They said Aya said they were shitting in streets all over Europe, and the colonizers and slave masters were involved in bestiality and spreading STDs from contact with horses and swine.
Yes.
It was fucking pigs and horses. God damn.
Yeah, and sheep and dogs and a cat. They'll fucking snake if they could.
So them motherfuckers been sucking horse dick.
I've seen a video of a man having sex with a snake.
You see no.
With a snake?
What was her name?
I don't know. It was years ago, and I was in so much. A man. It was his snake. He found her opening, and he was having sex with it.
No, Oh my word! Oh my word!
And she didn't bite him.
A man was having sex. See, these motherfuckers be putting anything in their ass, bro. I don't know what's wrong with their ass.
No. He put his member in her.
He the guy that had sex with a dolphin.
How can a human put his dick in a
dolphin?
snake?
Is he the guy that had sex with a dolphin?
Wait a minute. Hold
sex with a dolphin?
JoJo?
I said there was a guy that also had sex with a dolphin.
Oh no, I thought he said
you had sex with a porpoise? That was a porpoise.
There's a lot of fish. It's a lot of fish.
I'm just.
I seen a motherfucker.
There's a big story about that. He has a lot of. He had a relationship with a dolphin.
A relationship?
Well, we know where mermaids come from.
With a dolphin.
Flipper. So poor Flipper was getting done. That don't make no damn sense.
He flipped her.
That don't make no sense. Terrence, get your
people. Fucking Flipper.
It ain't my damn people. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If it ain't human, it ain't me. If it ain't a woman, it ain't me. So I ain't got nothing to do with none of the rest of that shit.
But so what if it's a woman formerly known as a man?
It won't be with me.
I don't know. I think if she bad enough, she might bring one along with her, Shorty.
Listen, I'm not fucking around if I don't see no baby pictures.
Nah, for real. I feel you, champ. Nah, for real, boy.
Yeah, I need to see some baby pictures.
Okay, all y'all men. We got 3 women and 3 men on the line. 2.5 women, because Lee half and half. Okay.
No, Lee is a woman.
We all women.
You call her a Sagittarius. That don't make no goddamn sense. You can call this woman a Sagittarius. That's a bullshit.
Before she aged out, she used to bleed every month. Don't do that.
Don't be talking about stepdaddy like that, okay?
And well, you know what?
Identify as.
Since it's 3 women and 3 men,
Listen.
On the line, because Kiani on the line too.
Kiani's here.
Key, what's up, Key?
You already know, looking like the vice president husband.
I ain't mad at you.
Now, I got a question for all the men. Maybe this is a Freaky Friday question, but I'm gonna give it to you today on Tall Tale Thursdays. Since G-Dot brought up the fact that once a woman, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, a trans woman, once they have the surgery, complete surgery, suppose you meet a woman, they have the complete surgery. You meet her and you fall in love with her.
What the fuck is you talking about, Reese? I'm gonna stop you right there. What the fuck are you talking about?
They would change their identity. They totally crossed over. I've seen men that look just like women.
Look, I don't give a fuck. Look
here.
And
you found out.
Hey, go ahead.
Nah, fuck all that shit. Now let me say this.
You're right.
Let me say this. For one, that ain't gonna fucking happen. Well, you can't change a man's soul, his hands or his feet. Bigfoot nigga.
No, she right. No, she right. My friend Essence.
Are made equally. Sorry.
My friend
Man,
Essence.
everybody made equally. Fuck that. If you was born a woman, you was born a woman. You was born a man, you was born a man. Now, if you want to be a transformer, that's up to you. But I ain't say the fuck.
No, what I'm saying, G-Dot, what I'm saying, you meet a woman, you fall in love with the woman, but then you later find out that she was surgically altered to be a woman.
I can tell the difference between plastic and fucking flesh now. The hell is you talking about?
My friend Essence, her cousin just got a sex change. He got his penis removed and he got a vagina. Now I didn't see the picture, but she had the picture. She said, "Look," I said, "I'm not gonna look," but he had a whole thing done. He said it was super painful, and he said he felt like he was gonna die.
And it's not plastic. And the penis, I mean, they take the penis and turn it into a vagina. That's flesh. It's not plastic. Now,
but the thing is, you should be able to tell though. They are different. They try to create it, but there's absolutely no way you can fully create a vagina.
You
cannot produce a clit.
I think
no, they do. They cut. Hold on. They cut down the head of the penis and create the clit. So they do.
So I don't know what aftermarket prices look like because I never seen on that term, but I've seen some men that was undetectable.
Hold on.
Men look just like woman, and then the ones that had the complete surgery and lived their life as a woman.
Okay, but hold on. Lee trying to say something, y'all.
For baby pictures.
Let me.
This is why I said, let me see what you look like as a baby. Let me see what you look like as a baby.
You better not go over the top.
Lee,
you got
a minute and a half. Go ahead.
Well, all right. Number one, a vagina can be reconstructed. I have a friend in Charlottesville that had cancer in her vagina, and they had to reconstruct her whole vagina all the way up to her, and she ended up getting a hysterectomy, but they reconstructed it. And she was like, she said, I don't know what it feels. She said, it feels funny, but it's hers. So they can reconstruct the entire vagina, and it's real. So I don't know who told you it's going to be plastic, but no.
We're talking about like a man turned into a woman.
The whole vagina, yes.
See, this that bullshit.
You gotta watch a video.
You gotta realize a man before everybody was a female before he got that member, before it started growing.
I understand about XX and all that
but
shit.
It starts out like that thing.
But what he said,
the thing is though,
and turned it into some lips. So,
and then on top of that, you got to remember that once that part of their body grows out and closes up, they no longer have the space that we have. So the doctor has to force that space, and it's still, processes that they have to go through. I
don't know why.
So everybody has forgotten about the hermaphrodite
like that.
The hermaphrodite.
The hermaphrodite has both members. One may be more active than the other.
He got an extended penis in the vagina.
Yeah, the hermaphrodite. I've seen that in school. And
I knew a beautiful.
Their clit look like to grow up like penises. And it grows
that hermaphrodite that's part of.
It grows out to the penis. You still have a vagina. You still got that hole, or the regular woman hole. But the clit, that's all it is. All the clit is a little penis.
No, some of them have both penis and vagina.
That's what I just said.
That's some of that fallen angel blood.
Hey, you know what? They don't need nobody. They can please themselves for real.
If you can take your penis and put it in your well, never mind.
So hermaphrodite can get themselves pregnant? Wait, what the fuck just happened here?
I've heard other people say that, like masturbation, and I've seen it. If a guy can suck his own thing, would he do it? Will he be considered gay if he do his own thing?
Hell yeah, you suck a dick.
But why? Because you jerk off. you jerk yourself
Hey,
off.
what you talking about?
That's different. I mean, you eating your own self. I mean, damn.
You
I mean,
eat your own deal than sucking dick.
Wait, Reese, did you just
Yeah, she just
say
said.
jerking off is the same as sucking your own dick?
No, I think you're pleasing yourself. You're getting yourself off,
But
right?
you have a dick in your mouth. What are you talking about?
If a man could do that, if he could reach, you can't tell me some of y'all be out there be sucking it. If you can reach it and give your own self fellatio,
But some of these niggas is sucking dick anyway. So I mean, I can't speak for nobody else now. I ain't sucking my own dick.
would. You up
we gotta pray for them.
jerking your own self.
I don't know where this is going.
Well,
I
Manson
don't know.
did
You
it.
know what, Reese? When the last
I
time you looked down and seen
don't
your vagina?
think
That's what I
nobody
want.
out here wants to suck their own
That's what the
dick.
fuck I want.
If
Manson
it is
did it.
somebody out here that want to suck their own dick, they want to suck dick.
Nah, facts.
What JoJo at?
JoJo got the fuck out of here.
JoJo
JoJo said, enough of this shit. I'm out.
JoJo baby right there. He here. JoJo
I'm right
baby
here.
Joe, are you listening to this shit? Are you trying to suck your own dick, Joe?
I don't think that's. No, I don't think so. I don't think
I
that's
was just,
one of my options. I want to pull off. So
wanting to suck dick is not there.
You trying to say, how you doing, sir? Those are two? Yeah.
JoJo ass at work.
Is that almost like that's kind of like tickling your own feet? It's like a woman trying to pleasure herself with her mouth. Like I don't think you can do that.
That's like me trying to suck my own titty. I can't.
I believe you did that shit though, Reese.
If I want
That
to,
shit
I
feel
could,
good.
but it don't pleasure me because
Lee, what you talking about? Oh, what the fuck, Lee? What you talking about that shit? What the
I
fuck?
don't masturbate because I know it's me touching me and it doesn't pleasure me.
So, masturbation is different. Masturbation is different.
Masturbation. That's getting yourself off.
What the hell, Reese? What the fuck?
That's you.
So
getting
sucking your own titties is masturbation, Reese.
Yeah. Yes. Isn't that getting yourself off? If you know, isn't that getting yourself off? Is it a?
I mean,
what's the
I don't know about that. Actually,
it's adding pleasure and sensation.
But I don't even masturbate because I know it's me touching me and it doesn't get me off.
That's a goddamn lie.
What?
Hey guys, I just know. I know for a fact that long distance telephone call. That's the first long distance telephone call I ever made from a titty. You go neck, titty, and then all of a sudden everything else gets wet, and that's it. I mean, once you get that titty, it's over. You got the pussy.
What?
Lee said that's a long distance phone call.
Lee just set up a date rape.
Yeah, no, for real.
She just gave us the key to date rape.
Not
kiss her on the neck, suck her titty, and everything else gets wet, and then you got the pussy. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you, pimp.
Lee funny. Lee said feel good. She said feel good.
She said that shit feel good to the motherfucker. Not a problem. She said once you say everything get wet, then you got the pussy, nigga. That's date rape. I'm on to it. You say the neck, titty, and the pussy get wet, and then okay. Appreciate it.
It's called a long distance telephone call.
Molly. They crazy, Molly. They crazy.
A long distance telephone call. That's what they call it. It ain't date rape. It's a long distance telephone call. So when I'm in court, I'm gonna say Lee said it was a long distance phone call, Your Honor.
Is the collect call?
or do you have to take it back to 1990 and do 10-10-220?
That's only if it's a prostitute. It's a collect call.
The 10-10-3-2-1. One the area code and the number.
Remember that shit?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They gonna ask me where I'm going tonight. I said, I'm going out to 10-10-220 this bitch tonight.
Molly got another video. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. Y'all
Come on, Molly.
In Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, there lies a cemetery for Creek Indian freedmen. the tribe's former black slaves. It's neglected and becoming a dumping ground.
Yes, this is one of the Benjamins.
When Rhonda Grayson first heard about it, she didn't get very far in her inquiries about who owned this plot of land.
When I received the second call, I said, this is the ancestors calling us, and we have to do something.
Not only did she find the owner, she managed to acquire the land on behalf of the Creek Indian freedmen. Now she's begun work on restoration and an accounting of who's buried here.
Now, this is Rebecca Johnson, born July 4th on Independence Day, 1865.
At the recent commemorations for the centenary of the Tulsa Race Massacre, Black Native Americans are a strong presence. And as with the massacre of 1921, many in the US and elsewhere aren't even aware of their existence. Some Native American tribes long accepted Black members. But in what's now Oklahoma, white settlers judged the tribes civilized because not only did they assimilate with the newcomers in dress and religion, but also in the adoption of Black chattel slavery. After the Civil War, the tribal nations abolished slavery as part of treaties signed with the federal government in 1866. Former slaves would be fully integrated and now known as freedmen. And there was full integration and intermarriage. Negus Chotu Perryman even served as the principal chief of the Creek Nation between 1887 and 1895.
We know that America Cohee was born in 1888. She is an original enrollee of the Muskogee Creek Nation.
Rhonda Grayson's great-grandmother lived her whole life as a member of the Muskogee Creek tribe. But then in 1979, the Creek passed new laws decreeing that freedmen were no longer tribal members. The other tribes followed. Freedmen would lose their tribal voting rights as well as their housing, health, and other benefits.
Everyone should be outraged that this could happen in 1979.
Tribes argued it was an expression of their sovereignty. An 1866 treaty with the US government should not be the final say on who was a member of their tribes. They should be.
Sovereignty is fine, but sovereignty does not give you the right to discriminate against the people. And that's essentially what's happening.
Grayson, who's been leading efforts to overturn the new laws, sees other motivations.
It's about greed and it's about racism is the core of the entire issue. That's it.
Efforts to pressure the tribes to reverse their exclusionary policies have been successful in the courts. In 2017, the Cherokee Nation was forced to abandon plans to expel its freedmen.
Cherokees are people, and unfortunately in this world, there's still people who are racist. I think the vast majority of Cherokees are not.
The US Congress is getting involved, threatening to withhold funding if other tribes don't reverse course. And it seems to be working. Some say they will open a dialogue on the issue. But it is fraught. On the face of it, the federal government is overtly intervening in tribal affairs. However, since a Supreme Court ruling in 2020, the tribe's arguments for excluding freedmen have become shakier. The Muskogee Creek tribe argued for autonomy from the federal government. Its basis, the 1866 treaty with the federal government. And the tribe won. But it's that same treaty that gave freedmen full rights as tribal members.
Bioma Edwards.
The Creek are Grayson's tribe, and she's determined that freedmen members, both living and dead, will soon be able to reclaim their identity. Shia Bertansi, Al Jazeera, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
That is deep.
They call it the Doss Rose. They call it the Death March. That they marched all of these Indians and Black people from South Carolina all the way up to Oklahoma. Do y'all remember that?
To the Midwest, yeah.
Yes. When we grew up in Oklahoma, we got to Oklahoma in '96. And what they told us was, it's no basements. So basically from like the 1800s and up, they was moving all the Native Americans into Oklahoma to try to put them as prisoners slash,
reservations.
Yes, and they was mostly all minorities, which was of course Black. And you're not allowed to have basements. You're not allowed to dig in the ground. So Oklahoma was the first place to have oil. So all those Black people had oil. So you're not allowed to dig in the ground. So what they did was they set it up where they actually started appropriating with the women having kids, the white people. Then they got to be friends with the Black people, and then they started having babies and stuff and taking over their land. Basically, what went on. Then after that, it was 1941, when they had the Black Holocaust, when they built a church. And it was so many wealthy Black people around the world moved to Oklahoma because you was free. You know what I'm saying? Back in the Black Wall Street. So it was all the Black doctors. They had planes. I got pictures. They had planes. They had everything. They had cars. I mean, they had planes. They actually flying in Oklahoma, out and in from Oklahoma. So that's how they all got there. And then when the massacre happened, they went to Texas, Louisiana, Kentucky, California, and Mexico.
You know, this is indicative of what they do. They come in, they divide, they conquer, and they take. They're doing this now in Africa. Chinese people are going over there, getting the land, getting the woman, because they're not allowed to own the land. So they do what they do. They get the Black woman. We stupid Black woman. Sorry, ladies. They get the woman. They like you said, they reprocreate, have babies, then they have a stake in the land. It's like anchor babies. It's like people coming here to America, having babies here in America, to say, okay, they're American, go over there and commandeer that land. That's they setting up anchors. And that's what they did. Initially, white people said, we want to give them DOS, hostile land, and put them on there. Can't nothing grow on that land. Ain't nothing good enough but tumbleweed. Didn't realize that the land was rich with oil underneath. Then it's like, hey, all is dead. We want to take our land back. We want to have to do something so we can get our stuff back. It was never theirs, but they put a claim on it. They wrote a piece of paper up and said, it's mine, I own it. And then everybody just started, it's sad. But it was even sadder. I found out that the 5% Indians, those are the Indians that look white with the long hair, pale face, that they do not like Black people. I'm like, what? The Indians do not.
That's
like
because they bought their way in. A lot of those were not Indian people. They were white people who went in and portrayed to be Indian natives. And that's why they called $5 Indians, because that's what they paid. And they were able to live on the reservation, and then they procreated with the natives. Yeah, and it's ridiculous because, like in the video, they pushed out the Black people. And just like down, the country, South Carolina, Georgia, all that, those were natives and Black people. And that's why a lot of people from there do have native history, because they intermingled, they had children together. So it's buck wild that
it's a movie. It's a movie by Leonardo DiCaprio, just came out, explains about Oklahoma and how they did.
The Flowers Moon.
That's it.
The flower moon, yeah. And because like when you do your ancestral DNA and you trace it back to your blood, your genetic, that's why we mixed up with some of everything. Because everybody was commingling with everybody. Europeans came here, made it with the native, the people of the land, made it with this, made it with that, everything but of the animals. Sorry, but y'all know
a lot of that was rape, but okay.
Yeah, but I said made it. I didn't say.
No, I know. Yeah, a lot of it was, yeah.
They took your stuff, men and women, and a lot of that the gay stuff, that was European. I was going back. How far does that go? That's back in Rome. That's back in Spain. They weren't doing that over there in the other countries. They wasn't doing. They didn't talk about it in China. They didn't talk about it in Africa. They didn't talk about it. Oh, that was Caligula. That was all the Roman Empire down Spain and stuff. Remember, we did a show about it a couple of weeks ago, y'all. Y'all remember that? Also, all of that demasculating thing, the Black man and having a picnic, and the edible Negro, the delectable Negro. That's what it was called. They're talking about how they're eating and fondling and domestic, our Black men. The slave owners, a group of them, would come and rape, butt breaking. We all know what that is, Terrence. So it's not. They've been doing that forever, trying to tear down the Black man. They've been demasculating. What is more demasculated than raping the Black man?
In front of his family.
In front of the women and children.
Of his family. His wife too.
It was called Cat in the Bag. They would take minority children and put them in a pillowcase and throw them against the walls.
I remember.
Yeah, I got all the stories. Oklahoma taught me a lot.
Gator bait was black babies. They were hanging and putting your little black.
That's why they canceled Lovecraft.
Bait.
You remember the HBO series Lovecraft? They canceled that joint because it was showing all the little tragic and horrible shit.
Yeah, they was telling the truth.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what you can't do.
Series is based off that.
Yeah, you gotta continue to lie if you want.
Peele, excellent, right? I love Jordan Peele.
If you want any kind of your rhetoric to be spewed, you have to continue to lie. If you don't continue their lie and you going against the grain, they are going to cancel you. You will not be able to tell the truth, especially on a live open platform. If you're connected to a network, you can hang that shit up. They're not going for it. They're not going for it.
And that's sad.
The only way you can do it, and this is no shot at nobody. The only way you can do it is you have to have some gay people involved and allow them to be the ones to put it on the forefront, because those are the only ones that's able to get away with anything, saying anything, doing anything. When it comes to trying to get the truth out there.
So let me. So what I'm hearing you saying, like I said this the other day, that the gay rights far-seated the black rights, civil rights.
Supersedes by leaps and bounds.
And we still back here, and they done way surpassed us. We still marching. They driving in the cars, and we walk.
Oh man, listen. The first bill that was passed by Biden, as soon as he got in, was you can't do anything or say anything to transgender men, and you can't do anything or say anything against Asian people.
Why?
That was the first two. That was the
Asian hate shit.
That right. That was the first two that was jumped out there. They was like, oh, if you say anything or do anything against a homosexual male or anything like that, we gonna file the law against you to the fullest extent of the law. I'm like, what the hell? All these black men out here getting fucked up, getting murked, getting dragged, getting shot, getting stepped on, and we got what?
Can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something? All right. We're at right now where we are is, yes, Biden is an elderly man, but he came in under the worst conditions. You're talking pandemic and the government shutdown. This man, I thought he was going to have a heart attack just to say he won during these times. But what about the presidents before him? They didn't help us. So why Biden got to take the heart hit?
What do you make your point? Make your point, Lee. Make your point.
See,
Obama didn't help us for real.
Don't get off track. Hold up.
Let Lee make her point.
Finish your point with Biden first. Then we'll talk about Obama. But finish what you're saying about
other
Biden.
presidents, period. Make your point.
That's what I'm saying. All of these presidents even before Obama could have benefited. But you got to realize the Constitution was supposed to have been revised every 20 years, and it was not, because it benefited them. And all we do is sit around, and I say this every time I'm on here. All we do is talk about it. We don't do nothing about it. We make jokes about it. We do this about it, but we don't try to write a damn bill to fix nothing.
Are you saying we as in black people? Are you saying we as in black people? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Yes,
okay,
we as in black people. All we do is talk about it. There's some that out there want to do something, but we don't know which way to go. We can change this. But Obama, we can go.
How do you propose we change, Lee? What? Give me at least two things that we can do as black people that can change what's going on.
Number one, protesting is not going to do it.
No. Don't talk about what's not going to do it. Let's talk about what's going to do it.
Proactive.
We need to get together and sit down and try to write some bills and bring our children in so they can start writing bills and learn how to write bills.
Well, let's start with legislation. Let's start with legislation before we even get to the bills. We
still got to do it.
Here's something that you can take that we can do. We can start a petition. We can start a petition because they gave Black people the shortest month of all to give us history. We don't need to be reminded of what was done to us. But since they want to give us the shortest month, which is 28 days or 29, given what year it is, right? I say for that entire month, anything that a Black person has created, anything that we've developed, anything that we've come up with, all of our inventions and everything, that if you are not of ethnicity, that you can't use it for that entire month. Just to show them that we are the omnipotent. We are the ones that started everything.
Just sit outside by the tree.
But hey, hello, come on. But all I'm talking about is if you want to get something going, let's start a petition to write that into legislation. We talk about
what if somebody got a Black woman?
Do you realize how many Black people gonna die?
It ain't. I said if you were not. Listen to what I said. If you were not Black, you cannot use anything that was invented by Black people. That's all I said.
Okay, hold on.
Let's write that into legislation. If you want to start something to get something started, if you want us to come together as a people, I believe we can stand on that and we can work that. And if we get enough of us behind it,
hold on.
Why wouldn't you want people using your shit? That don't make no sense. You want people to use your shit.
They stole everything from us and took credit for it. Just like they asked, Reese and them played a video earlier about the richest Black families.
I saw it.
They talked about the Stewart family and the Smith family. All right. The Stewart family. No, it was the Smith family that got the WWW started, right? They are in control of the World Wide Web, and we don't even know that. We don't even know why they're $11 billion strong, right?
That's why I played the video so y'all can see, because we thought Oprah Entertainment was the
absolutely, but it's not. The guy that actually started the World Wide Web. That's the guy.
Yeah.
So if we want to jump out there and say, let's make change, let's do this, let's do that, let's go back to the start of it.
Hey, let me go ahead.
What I'm
saying comments, Weezy, please.
That's what I was going to do after this.
When I say it'll be a lot of dead Black people, because we don't have enough Black doctors to do our heart surgery.
Huh? The first open heart surgery was done by a Black man.
Again, it was done, but we might need a heart surgery, and we don't have enough Black doctors to facilitate us to make us well to sustain that type of boycott.
Lee, all I was saying was they can't use our inventions and creations. We can still use their shit. They just can't use ours just for that 1 month, just to see how they want to get along. If they want to acknowledge Black history, if they want to acknowledge what Black people have done, instead of giving us some bullshit about a goddamn bus boycott.
Why not reform? Why not put the families back together, Black families back together? We don't need. I mean, we need everybody. This world is everybody. We built it, yes, but why not focus on uniting our families back together, learning our real history? If we're gonna do it, we need to fix it where it benefits our children. So they'll know. I'm upset about some of this stuff because We don't even know who we are. We have lost all of our culture. We eating pork. We probably never ate pork before. We were probably seed eaters. Who knows? But you don't know who you are. I don't know who I am. Not everything. But why not try to figure it out and help us as Black people do what we got to do for each other? We got enough money that we can have our own government. We don't even need theirs. But
we tried that, Lee. We tried that, Lee, and they burnt the shit down.
No, we don't trust each other.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I need to interject right here. Terrence and JoJo Baby said JoJo Baby always said that. And we always said, JoJo, you so negative. Terrence, I'm going to tell you what I tell JoJo. We keep trying. Keep trying. Don't give up. Weezy, read the comment.
Okay. So let's see. Katina said Biden was behind the pandemic. She also said the system has been created to do what it does, regardless of the president. She said, why not start with local legislation? Kenneth said, protest work petitions are protesting. Not paying bills is protesting. Katina said, see how the conversation got off track. This is our problem. Kenneth said, not assimilating is a form of protesting. Katina said, we have a whole Black hospital in DC, but everyone goes to Washington Hospital Center. She also says, what does she suggest we do right now today? And she said, I know who I am and I can help you.
Okay. And she right, because I used to work at that Black hospital in DC. I used to work at Howard University Hospital. Yep, sure did. And
Howard got to get themselves together too, though.
Yeah, I was about to say they got to get themselves. We got to stop. It was a time when Black folk had pride in themselves, their work, and their craft. I remember that when the stuff was pristine. It was a time when women that left out the house and men cared about what they looked like as soon as they walked on the other side of the door. Come on now. I'm preaching now. There was a time when our neighbors looked out for each other. Okay.
Come on now.
There was a time when we all raised everybody kids. If you seen a child do something going the wrong way, hey young buck, hey young blood, there was a time when we cared and loved each other. Okay. Now the time is fast forward to now. We are even scared to make eye contact with each other because if you look at somebody wrong, you might get shot. Yep. We need to reform our thinking. Everything that they put in place to distract us, to infiltrate us, from video games to social media, that they threw us that because they knew that would be our demise, our breakdown. We got to take what they threw to us as our demise and use it to pull ourselves up. Like
we got to reverse the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Exactly. That's what
we got to reverse the Willie Lynch syndrome, and that's just the bottom line.
Right
the Willie Lynch syndrome.
I stated that earlier.
Hold on, Lee. Whoa, Lee. What's your question?
I said, why not just take the slave off of it? What's the lynching?
No, I said the Willie Lynch syndrome.
I know what the Willie Lynch syndrome is. I said, but why not just take the slave off of us? Because some of us act like we're not worthy to be around some white people.
Because the start of it,
that's one of the reasons we're not fighting right.
You got to go to the root. You can't cut weeds out your yard without digging them up out of your yard. If you don't dig them up from the root, you can cut them down all you want. They ain't gonna do nothing but grow right back. So if we go to the root of it with Willie Lynch, what he did was
condition the mind.
He put it out there how to successfully make a Black slave. And they paid him
how to make somebody be a person.
They paid him how to make a slave. They paid him to come and tell how he did it. And they said, if you successfully do this, it will perpetuate itself for the next 300 years.
Well, see that's what they were saying. You have to get your mind right. Anything that needs to be changed, anything that can be done, has to start within first. If your mind is not at the place where you want to do better, you're not going to do better. And if we don't teach each other that we should do better, you're not going to do better. Let me read these comments real quick. Katina said, integration reversed our progress, and I agree with that. And Kenneth said accountability is the solution. Yes. But again, we still have to teach. The problem is we do a lot of complaining and we don't sit down with these children or these adults who don't know better and show them the way. We don't like to be examples. And nobody can learn anything without you showing them. You have to be an example. Kids learn by example, not by what you say out your mouth. You can be telling them not to curse, but you're going to curse at them while you say, stop that fucking cursing. Well, you just sitting here curse. So you think I'm going to stop cursing? We have to do that.
Because they're not equipped to teach their kids. That's why they depend on other people to teach their child. And
yeah, but see, that's the thing.
At home first before we even let them out the door.
Don't do that.
I agree about that integration. We had more knowledge and self-wealth and awareness, but before they made us commingle. That's why they did it to break that up. Because but that's not it though. Because if we didn't think that white people were better than we were, we wouldn't have done it. We did not see the value within ourselves, and it's beautiful and it's successful. But hold on though, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be so quick to integrate. We had our own baseball league. We had our own leagues. Hold on, Reese. We had our own stuff. And if we did not feel like that our stuff was not as good as theirs, we wouldn't have went to try to go over all these damn black leagues we had. All the stuff we had, and we got rid of that to go to the white leagues. It's because we did not believe within ourselves. And yes, it has a lot to do with slavery. It has a lot to do with the mentality that was put upon us. But we were able to come out of that and create wonderful greatness. And because we saw what the white people had, we thought it was better, though ours was better, because we are the creators. We went over there and closed our stuff out. Integration messed us up. Because we thought theirs was better.
So right.
You were right. I'm agreeing with that. But I'm also trying to explain to you why we had to get straight here. Because they wouldn't let us get no jobs. After Reaganomics hit, there was a time where they said, we're going to let y'all black people do what y'all do and come up. When Reagan got in office, that's 40 years ago. So you wasn't even born there, baby. 40 years ago, he took away all the plans that was in place. They helped.
You said 40?
We had our own store.
Yes, I was.
We had our own mom and pop shop because we was able to get the loans. When Reaganomics came and hit with that bullshit, he outsourced all of our shit to other countries. People from other countries gave us loans and closed out the black businessman. We was forced to try to go and look and seek jobs elsewhere because he was closing us down. Closed it down.
Were they trying to?
And they did to get them jobs. Wait a minute, let me finish. To get them jobs, you came in there with an afro, you was considered unsavory. They wouldn't give it to you. So you had to press out your hand to make it look straight so you can look presentable to them, to make them feel comfortable and less threatening. If you went in there with an afro and Davis, they were scared of you.
But that's the same thing that happened in slavery, especially in Louisiana.
And in order to feed your family, you had to straighten your hair and go to that job. I've seen it. I grew up with it because I grew up in the Reagan era before Reagan. Carter was the president. Nixon, I'm sorry if I'm older. But Terrence, you know what the fuck I'm saying because you grew up back then too. Before
Reagan, no doubt.
A whole lot of stuff.
You just threw your ass under the age bucket.
I'm sorry. And JoJo,
Bubacon, shut your ass up.
You was 4 years old when Reagan got in. But you got to go back and look at that Reaganomics messed up a lot of things. We was getting in the government. We was infiltrating the government. We had land. We had businesses because the banks was loaning it to us.
You right, Malik.
Did what he did. They shut us fucking down because we could get as long as we didn't gain on them. They saw the black people rising. They were like, oh no, we got to put a stop to this. We won't put our knees on their neck. See, George Floyd us.
Well, that's what the bombings were about. That's what the killings were about. Because there were more than just Rosewood. There was more than, it was so many different areas in the states that we had thriving communities. And because of the white folks around that community having an issue, the government came in and shut it down with the bombing. But the thing is, we didn't need their government, and black people could, indigenous people, we contribute to so much money in this land, so much money in these industries. If we took that money and put it within us, we can do it again.
So,
And-
of course. I got a question for you. Louisa, then why don't we do it? Why do we go?
Because we do not find the value within ourselves. If
But
we
not only
found
that,
the value in
but
us, we would do it.
Louisa, it's not only that we don't find the value in ourselves. A lot of us lack financial education.
Yep.
And
that's a big
because
one.
we don't understand, because we don't understand how the economic
Yes, you do.
system work and the financial system work, we believe that everything we get, we got to spend to show people that we got it. Right?
Yep.
That's the first thing. The second thing is that when it comes to educating ourselves, we believe that we have to go with what they're offering versus what we go find out for ourselves. Right? So when we fighting the educational system, the economical and the financial system, while trying to keep up with the Western civilization, then we're fucked up. That's why I've always said that we gotta pay attention to not what they're saying. I mean, not what they're doing, but what they're actually saying. That's why I said I like Donald Trump for what he said. I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with nothing he stands for. But when the motherfucker said, I don't pay taxes because I'm smart, I had to go pay attention. What the fuck is he talking about?
Had to go pay attention. Not only
This
that,
motherfucker.
but hold on.
Go ahead, Joe.
One thing I've learned from Donald Trump is you watch the first and second, third movie, it was pretty good. But one of the movies, he said, Dad said I'm a king. He said, Dad would take me by apartment every Saturday. He said, Dad would spend time with me. He said, Mom spend time with me. He said, my uncle spend time with me. His uncle was best friends with Tesla. When Tesla died, his uncle found Tesla dead, took his stuff and sold it. So the Trump family's been big, way. You can Google this. They are very powerful. You know, but I know personally, because like I said, I'll tell you later. But once again, it's all about us being parented. If we are good parents, all our kids can be presidents.
Talk about it.
You know, and another thing is, I tell my dad all the time, I said, that old school love bullshit, I don't care how you was raised. Don't raise us that way. If your dad didn't love you, what did I do with us? Show us love. Look, my dad didn't give us no hug. I don't care. Give us hugs. We want hugs.
Right. You better
we don't care how you was raised. Pray with us. Teach us. Show us.
You gotta cultivate that mind, champ. You gotta cultivate that mind. People say, "Oh, Terrence, where you been? You been off the scene?" No, I've been parenting. I ain't been off nobody's scene because my children see me every day. They talk to me every day, and one thing they don't lack from me is love from their father. They hear it from me. Not only do I tell them all day, every day, but I show them.
You gotta show them. You gotta
show them. They be like, "Yo, how come you ain't been doing comedy? How come you ain't been on the scene?" Because I'm parenting. I got some queens and kings that I got to put out in this world.
That's true. I remember when you took a break. Boom. I look, me and Terrence go way back. Y'all don't know.
But it wasn't a break, Reese. I literally had to pour into my son.
But it was a decision. You had to make executive moves. That's all.
No doubt. And I know that the rhetoric that's being spewed out here in the school system, the narrative that they're trying to push on our kids, It's sickening. It's sickening. When they are talking about non-binary and gender identity in fucking school.
You know I meant to say something early when we were talking about the laws of the LGBTQ passing. Y'all have to understand that there is underlying things with that, because the LGBTQ community is nothing but who I choose to have sex with and who I identify as. That's not important. That's not important. So that there are other things that are going up under that umbrella, like they're trying to put pedophilia under there. They're trying to pass that. There are so many things that they're trying to pass under the umbrella of LGBTQ, when the people in that community don't even deal, they would not deal with that. You know what I'm saying? They would kill somebody over mess like that, but they try to put stuff under there so if something happens, they can point the finger at them. It's not just about the people in that community.
But you know what I always said about that? I always said that those
pedophiles not even part of that community. The pedophiles is right next door to you. That's your uncle. That's your cousin. That's what the pedophiles are.
But the fact that it's even put out there, they're trying to cover their own tracks. Those are people that are. Those are people. The people that's bringing that up.
No,
those are the people that's trying to protect themselves in case they're caught. If you go back just last summer, the mayor of College Park just got indicted on 37 counts of child pornography, and it spanned over a 10-year period.
Yeah, somebody knew something.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They definitely knew something.
That's why they're trying to protect. It's the people in the government, not those who are active. You know what I'm saying?
P. Diddy is now under fire and losing millions of dollars a day because he's caught up in this bullshit sex scandal when all of that bullshit was only meant for his bedroom.
Okay, now
wait a minute. Go ahead, Lee.
In certain states, it is legal for you to marry a 12-year-old girl.
It sure is.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up? Lee, why are you bringing that up? Why are you bringing that up?
One at a time, please.
That ain't legal.
One at a time, please.
Your ass go to jail, man or woman.
I'm saying that
my question to Lee. Lee, my question to you, is why did you bring that up?
Yeah.
She was asking, is that?
Listen, you said about pedophilia. I said in certain states that it is legal for you to marry a 12-year-old.
What states are those? Can somebody Google?
Let me finish. They are not trying to cover it up. They're trying to make rules to make it legitimate, justifiable. It has nothing to do with it. That's what in Kentucky it is legal. In certain states, it depends on how many years older than you are of that child.
Yeah, and that's true.
In certain states, it is 12. Certain states that you can't be no more than 4 years
old. I think they went up to 14 now or 16. But it was 12.
It was 12.
In Kentucky, it is still 12. In Tennessee, it is 14. But the guy can't be at his 18th birthday or 4 years older than that person. Pedophilia is they're just trying to justify it. They're not trying to cure it. They're trying to justify what they do.
But understand this, like I say, I don't know if that's on the books for law, but remember where you are. Kentucky, Tennessee, very safe, not much education, not much wealth over there. So people still on some bullshit. And they vote for these people, so But so
they vote for them so that they can participate. Let me read the comments.
I tell you something.
Please read the comments.
I tell you something real slick. I'm gonna tell you something real slick. If you go in and you know how your credit report is set up, and how many years it takes for something to fall off in certain states, If you look at that and look at the age variation of pedophilism, it works the same damn way. 6 years,
I just
6
Googled
years,
it.
4 years, 4 years. Google it.
I just Googled it, Lee. So watch this. As of July 1st, 2019, 12 states have no minimum age when all exemptions are taken into account, such as requiring parental consent and judge approval. These states are California, Idaho, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, the state of Washington, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
Now look up Kentucky. It says no minimum age. That means you can marry.
That means they can marry a baby.
No minimum age. Kentucky says 12.
Yeah.
So they're
Child marriage.
justifying what they're doing.
Kentucky got a lot of mixed people.
And at what age does that start? So that's an oxymoron. On one hand, you saying you can't touch children. Then on the other hand, you saying you can marry children. Make that make sense.
Yeah, that's their way of touching
Well,
them.
that goes into their religion. That goes into religion. So as long as God approves of it in church, you're good.
See, they would say once
It's
a
not
woman
even religion now.
starts
They're
her
making it
cycle and she
legislation
become
now.
a woman, that you could pick the flower once her period start, right? And some
Kentucky got a lot of mixed people. It's a lot of. I mean,
some
every
kids
time.
women get period at 8. So do that mean that she's a woman at 8 years old and she can start sexing and bearing? But but
I will blow your brains out. You touch any of my kids in their age. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's any kid. That's any
I mean,
kid.
any kid, period. Any child, period, you touching them at that age.
But you just
Nigga, I'm
told
going
me
to
that you
jail.
can get married. You just told me that you can marry him. You just told me you can do that.
With legal, with your parents' consent and the judge, okay.
What
Yeah, that's what it said.
Okay for you to mess with a fucking child. What
So
kind of
further,
parent is going to say it's okay? You can have
They
a
do
10-year-old daughter.
Look at Aaliyah mother. They let her marry R. Kelly. She was 14.
Yeah, the sickness. They money.
Well, they
hungry.
said
They were
Michigan.
not good parents.
Michigan was up there. Michigan was up there.
They were not
Michi-
good parents.
I mean, Leah was young, but Leah had like she was 35. I mean, you saw her. I mean, she was 35, and we seen her. I mean,
Listen, with that,
Louise, read some of these
with that
comments.
said-
We getting deep
with
now.
that said, that means R. Kelly is.
Go ahead,
Change
Lee.
the law.
I'm
Fix
gonna say
that.
this right here, and I got a phone call. After this, I got a phone call. I got a phone call at 1:00. So after this, I just want y'all to know that everything they're trying to do right now is justified against us. And most of the people that they're gonna fuck over is black people. We've already had the discussion. That's why they're allowing all of these light-skinned people in here to push us out, so we outnumber them by the billions. We need to pick it up and step it up and do what we got to do for us. And I want to be president. I gotta go.
One eye
you'll
president.
be president.
I hope you see the future
You'll
with
be
that one
president. You
eye.
gotta take penis.
Before you go,
You gotta take penis to be president.
I was gonna say listen to the comments because they may apply to her.
Okay,
I
let
definitely
me
about to
see.
say I'm not voting for your ass.
Let me
D-Dot said, I ain't getting back on this shit, Molly.
What is everybody getting out of conversation? And what is the solution? Somebody just said that.
Yeah, Malik just said that because Malik is in here. He said peace. He said don't know their history. Katina said they spent 300 years programming black people to hate themselves and either. Malik says contacts whatever you he also said no such thing as black people. That's the problem. We're not black people.
That's
Felicia
right. Talk about
said,
it. Talk about it, babe.
You know, Felicia said, you know something. I'm tired of people always separating us. We are all children of God. It was a time when color did not matter. The difference in color came about when early man used color to justify turning man into
Wait a
slave.
minute, you went out. You went out.
Justify turning man into slaves. And we all know slavery was about money, just like everything else in the world. Yeah, race is a social construct. Malik said in Louisiana there was a law forbidding black people from buying white people. and black people don't stand a chance. He also said, so what? What are we going to do about it? He said, what is everybody getting out of this conversation? Where are the solutions? He said, we're not really ready for change.
You know, well, we're trying to raise awareness. So hopefully people that didn't know would know a little something now. That's the whole point of the Morning Max show. It used to stand for music and conversation. We having a conversation. You got to start somewhere. Start in the brain. So if you get people's minds thinking, Malik, maybe something to click. And maybe some people can get together.
You got to plant seed
on different scales. And then some people are learning stuff that they didn't even know for the first time, that they never even heard of. Some people are saying, what? I didn't know they had that going on. So we're trying to inform each other. When I talk to Terry, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening, Bubakal? We asking what's happening, what's going on. But here we could actually talk about specific issues and stuff that's coming up that affects us in a whole as people of this hue. I ain't even gonna say color. People of
we're Nubians. We are Nubians. We're Moors. We have a history. We just continue to accept the black thing, and just because it's the way you say black, it always just sound like
negative.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a black man right there. That means that's a struggle, nigga. You know what I mean? So that's what the fuck black means to me. A struggle. Same way close to the word nigga. Nigga just the far end of it, but black starts off with it. When you overseas, you're not known as a black man. You only known as where you come from. That's it. You only known as where you come from when you overseas. But in this country, that which created the term black and white for the census and for money, and then to give themselves power by empowering others to say they're white for the census so they can be the majority. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they started doing that television shit. People had to pay. Indians were paying to be white. Chinese became white. Everybody was white besides Latinos, Cubans, all considered white. That's why all those Cubans in Florida are all Republicans, because they're the ones that consider themselves white and be able to get their asses out. That being said, that's why they did that. And then there's a reoccurrence of this. You're trying to get these Latinos to come over here, and when these Latinos come, especially from El Salvador, they consider themselves white. They write on the paper, the documents, they're white. My wife is in education, and when those people come, they put themselves down as
that's
white.
What they tell them to check white. Look on that 181 form. And people don't know about the 181 form.
No. They didn't tell them that. They was doing that from home. They was doing it from El Salvador.
On the form, but what I'm saying, when they check the form, what ethnicity that you are.
The word is ethnicity. I don't know where you're going, but okay.
You know the 181 form. From certain
but even on that, they say, are you Hispanic or non-Hispanic?
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the form, from different countries, different continent, are you Island Pacific? Are you playing to check this form, check that form? Look on the 181 form. Malik Bey took me there, showed me under white, and it tells you the places. If you come from this place, you can check white.
Wow.
Look on the form. I
believe it. I know. I believe it. Like I said, that was done on purpose, and I understand it. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because once again, that is for the census. Anybody from Europe, you're white. Eastern Europe, you're white.
If you came from this, so I can check white blood because I found out that I got European in me. So because my ancestors come from there, can I check white? Yes. But see,
hey,
we don't know.
I got 2.6 in me, so I might have changed my shit.
So look up that 181 form.
Okay, let me read the comments.
Okay.
Okay, so where we at? Okay. Kenneth said, we making change, Breath of Life Academy. Felicia said, you are no longer a child once you reach puberty. The difference between being adult and child is the teachings. Different strokes for different folks. It's what you believe in. Malik said, how can we inform with no change? You have a contact with your state. Black people are not descendable. Trey said, Morning Mac Show. Malik said black is a slave status, change of status. He also said black and white is a status and we were white first. Now that is true. Y'all need to look that up because they did used to call us white. That is very, very deep down. That is true. Malik said, no, your ancient history, not modern. Not to cut his wisdom, but he's not correct. They don't know about that phone, LOL. They don't know what that form is.
About that form is.
Yeah, about that form, yeah.
And I'm trying to tell you, every person of color need to look it up.
Yeah, he said we are American Indians, not African Americans. That's why I said we're indigenous. And Kenneth said change is not always visible; it's stages to change. Yeah, and you have to start with the teaching. You got to teach. You got to show. You got to be the example.
I disagree. I go to American.
Malik Bey, I appreciate you, brother, for enlightening a lot of people. Those forms are for us to get rid of our birth certificates, right? So the birth certificate.
Our parents did. Terrence, you didn't fill your form out. Your parents did.
No doubt. And if you have your birth certificate or your child's birth certificate, just look at it. Under mother's name, father's name, it don't say mother's name, father's name. It says informant, right? So once they called your parent an informant, it lets you know that, oh my God, who is this?
Your parents tell on you?
Call in a second. But yeah, the way that it works, is we got to find out what everything is before we just start jumping out there and asking for change. Just it's a lot. It's just a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's on my children's birth certificate. On my children's birth certificate, I am the mother. I ain't informing shit. Informant? No, baby, mine says mother because Louisa reads.
Your mother and your father, it says informant. If you look at the birth certificate, it'll say informant.
Oh no, I read and I looked at every birth certificate. I even had my original birth certificate where they wrote in. Both of mine said mother and father. And my children's birth certificate say mother and father.
Yep,
I read everything.
Yep. Because trust me, I had to make sure I signed that one.
And you're supposed to, they send a little thing in the mail, you're supposed to make sure everything right. Oh, I do all of that. I don't play them.
Let me ask y'all this. On your birth certificate, do it got you down there as Negro or colored?
It doesn't say that on
it don't say that on mine.
On my birth certificate, I don't remember that part.
I don't see that part either.
Look at it, because that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't have the original anymore.
I got the original.
Now, the one that they give you in the hospital versus the one they get at Vital Statistics, that's what the one you got to go with. So, so the one at the hospital, yeah, it might have said mother and father, but the one that they file says informant. You just got to take a look at it.
The one that they file that I had from Vital Records says mother and father. Okay. But I do know that if you don't, because they used to make you confirm things. If you don't confirm it, that could probably be why.
Okay, I'm just saying it's a lot of mumbo jumbo out there just in the paperwork that they give you. When you go file for any type of government, anything, you got to pay attention to those little numbers at the bottom of the page because those are date stamps, right?
But you know what? I've signed informant on 2 different documents. I was saying the kid was not mine.
Okay, but watch this. Also, when you when you're doing that, you gotta be careful because a lot of what they do is trickery. Like I said, those little numbers at the bottom is for time, date, and stamp, right? It's for the time and the date. Paperwork expires. So you can fill out something and turn it in, and then when they go to like pull it up, they'll be like, oh, this is no more good. You got to fill out another one. They don't even tell you that the paperwork expired. So within every 5 to 10 years, they got new paperwork to come out. That's why the GPO is always printing out the same documents, the same documents. But it got at the bottom, you got to pay attention to that time and date stamp. We just looking at it like, oh, it's just little small stuff at the bottom of the thing. That doesn't pertain to us. No, you better pay attention.
No, you better read it. You better pay attention.
You better pay attention.
Always read
And
the fine print.
Malik putting a lot of stuff in here. Now, the fact of the matter is, we all, if we going off of, the birth certificate, our wards, we all belong to the US of A, which they took the A off because they're assholes. But anyway, we are part of the United States. And there have been situations where people have had to prove that they are these children's parents, even though they're on the birth certificate, even the mother. Like, it was a situation where the mother was trying to get services. Her and her husband, they were married, but her husband had lost a job and she couldn't work because of the children. And she gave birth and they tested the mother and none of the children were her kids, quote unquote.
What?
Yeah, but what happened was her mother was pregnant, and she absorbed the twin. And so the twin DNA was showing up and not hers. But what happened was she got pregnant again. Now all the children belonged to the father, but didn't belong to her. So when she got pregnant again, DHS and some other people had to be in the hospital room and watch her give birth. They tested the baby and they did the same exact thing as they did with the other children.
Oh wow.
What the hell you just say? Because I'm confused. How can you have a baby without your DNA?
Because she absorbed her twin when she was in her mother's womb.
She has a twin.
She absorbed it in her mother's womb.
Oh, we're trying to get this information. She had a twin, so she was a twin that was born. And because she was a twin.
No. It was two eggs. One egg absorbed the other egg, which gave it two DNA strands.
Mm-hmm.
You find that?
Like a twin.
Huh?
Like a twin.
Yeah. So her DNA was there and her sister's DNA. But the test that they did only showed the sisters. So once they took the baby and did more tests, they can see the mothers. But initially, it wasn't her DNA.
Wow.
Those are medical anomalies. We're talking about.
You could have dropped them kids off to his sister and said, I don't want them. These yours.
That's fine.
Her sister was gone.
I'm just saying. Bitch, these yours. Your DNA ain't mine. I don't have my husband fucked you and got me pregnant. But
that's funny.
It's medical anomalies. There's going to be all kinds of medical anomalies, especially with everybody getting that jab juice. They ain't going to tell you, tell them what's going to come out. The DNA.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
What's the jab juice?
The COVID shot.
Reese, let it go. Y'all let the whole COVID thing go. I'm on my way to get another shot today.
You go on.
Why?
So when your children come out, they ain't your children.
I ain't got to worry about that shit. I'm damn near neutered. So I ain't got to worry about that. So,
you can't make no more babies all day.
I can, but I got a mean stiff arm. So until then, my wife chose to get neutered before me. So I'm still a little loose out here. But a mean stiff arm and shout out to the people of Magnum. They all keep me safe. Well, I'm saying I'm married, so don't worry about that.
You just, I was about to say about
no. For a while, until my wife got neutered, I used to use condoms or even pull out real fast. Just stiff arm the fuck out of her. But
a parent means one who rents a child. Louise, read the rest of these comments. What Malik was saying.
Rent a child.
Let me tell my son he rented. You rented.
That's funny.
I've never in my life ever heard of this situation. That shit just messed me up. So you can get the DNA.
There's a lot of medical anomalies. There'll be a lot of stuff you haven't heard of in the medical child.
Reese, it's been a pleasure, sweetie. I definitely got to take this call coming in. I appreciate all of you all. A lot of good wisdom being spewed out here. Definitely just pay attention to what they saying, man, not what they doing. It's a lot of knowledge in what they saying. All right.
I gotta come to Bar 210 as soon as I get a ride. I can't even get out.
Yeah, Bar 210 on Thursday. On Thursday, we down there each and every Thursday. So come, come mess with me. I'll be down there tonight.
Okay, Uber cab will come back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna slide through. I'm gonna slide.
Far too long. Booba
I've been on the way for me.
Yeah, I want to go too. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Hey, check out Shades of Crips coming out. That's
what you got going on?
Well, you know me. Shit. Tomorrow I will be at Moonlight, aka DC Comedy Club, and somebody asked me to do something afterwards, but I'm still not sure yet. And same thing on Saturday. But tonight, that's a good question.
Is that Coach
K? Coach K is the night. We are going to Coach K's tonight because it was slow as hell last week, I heard. So I didn't make it. So I will be there this week, and we're gonna turn up. And we're gonna turn up with Shades of Blue and Blue Liquor.
Don't forget the Molly
Johnny Walker Blue, my homie Blue Boy, and doing Blue Sea Moss and all of that. There you go. I'm trying to tell you, hey Reese, we're gonna go to LA and you're gonna sell out. Only on the Crip side, but you're gonna sell out. So shout out to everybody that's buying Shades of Blue that the Crip are out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna see walk to this book. All right. You
I got the audio coming. I got to check on that.
Exactly. And it starts off like, yeah. So once again.
I should have had G-Dot do my audio. I should have had him because I'm like, this is G-Dot. I got something to say.
I thought I was bad. I thought my aha was bad. But Reese, what the hell did you said?
Let me tell y'all what happened last night. We get ready to get out here, but I gotta tell you this ain't no joke. Slicky, I've been practicing all day singing. So Slicky Woo Boo called, DJ Slicky Woo Boo called me. And I said, listen to this. I've been practicing this song. Why he hung up?
Oh, hell no.
Way to get a nigga off the phone.
Yeah. Look here. I heard you sing before. We're not going to do this again. All right, Reese, I love you, but I've heard you sing before. I know you're going to take this person.
You going to sing?
No.
Oh, he about to hang up too. He's like, you going to sing? He said that with a third in the question. You going to sing? Like, nigga, I'm about to leave.
No.
The difference, like, are you going to sing? He's like, no, you going to sing? Like, that's one of the situations to be like, where you going tonight, Reese? He's like, I'm going to be at bar 210. Then the nigga be like, who else going to be there?
I'll be right back.
I ain't coming for your ass. Who else going to be there? Some comedian said that's what their parent be like. He say, I think it was a woman or dude who's like, every time I tell my mom, I got a show tonight or whatever, and they ask where you gonna be at, I say where I'm gonna be at, then it'd be like, who else gonna be over there? Who else gonna be like if it's your ass, I'm not coming. But if you got anybody, even Crip Walking Reese, I'm gonna be there tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there. Huh?
I said I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna try to find my way so I can be there to cut up. I wish I could go to everybody's spot and just blow it up and then leave. It's just.
What you gotta do is work transportation to get there. Getting home ain't a problem. They can drop you home because you like, especially like out that way. I got no problem. But it's just leaving, and your situation is your car, right? Your son working.
Yep.
We gotta get that nigga a scooter and take your car back. So
I'm gonna get on the scooter. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get an electric wheelchair. Yeah.
Hey, Reese, you are you. Because most black mothers be like, yes, his ass is getting that scooter. I need my car. You said, I'm gonna get on the car. I'm gonna get on the scooter. See what I'm saying? All of these kids put his ass on a scooter. They got something for like $400, man. That nigga go anywhere. Just a little longer. Take a little while longer, but he'll be there. I'm just saying. That's called discipline. It builds character.
And bills and pay the bills. So
exactly. And where he working, Waldorf?
Yep.
From where you at?
40 miles.
Them scooters do about 40 miles. He just had to recharge when he get to work.
That's an hour. It's gonna take about. Look, he make more money, so I need him to go and get the money and bring it home to mama. So
you need to get him a job closer.
Well, he's the manager, and I wish you could get a closer job, or, or a different job where he could work from home.
Oh, he working from home?
No, I said I wish he could get one. I'm gonna try to get a job where I can work from home.
No, he's a young man. He need to get the hell away from you. He need to be doing what the hell he need to do during the weekend.
Well, right now he's here because I have medical issues, so he's here to look out for his mama.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Look out for mama.
So that's what he's doing.
Until she get her another man.
I'm not here for a long time, just here for a good time. So,
hey! I like that one.
Tune in the bar, y'all. Freaky Fridays.
Mama, I make you smile.
Shout out to Gwen.
Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'm
tonight Gwen Factor, that's right, at the Apollo, New York. Yay, Gwen, do it, girl.
Go on, Gwen.
Look, Booba Cow, we coming. We coming, ain't we, Boo?
I'm getting in with his phone in the morning.
Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble.
Hey, he sound good though. He sound like the Lost Migo.
Who, my cousin?
Yeah, he sound like the Missing Migo.
Just like that.
Hey, it's not open now with the Migos, so.
And that's his nephew, Deron, rapping. I mean, singing.
Oh.
Singing.
Nah, I like the song. Oh, there's a video for it now.
Look, he just got a lot of stuff. He like that. I'm gonna get him back on the show. He MIA.
Yeah,
right
I like
now.
the song. That song grew on me. Mama, I'm out here trapping. Mama, I'm on the morning show rapping. Mama, I ain't capping. Mama, sign the application, that's for real. That's what mama want to hear. Mama want to hear that you signed the application, nigga. You don't want to hear you rapping. She want to hear that you signed an application or a contract. Anything lucrative. That's what mama want to hear. Or either that, yeah, or either that, mama, I got the U-Haul. I'm about to leave all of you all. You know what I'm saying? Mama trying to walk around the house naked like she used to. She's trying to have her fun. Get the hell out of the house. But Reese, I understand your health reasons. Until somebody come over there and take care of that ass.
I need a man. I need a man, Booba Cow. That's why I'm looking for a big, strong, strappy man with strong legs that can do that. That can push a wheelchair. That's what I need.
You need a wheelchair.
That's my joke, y'all. I need a nigga that can push a wheelchair.
Okay, push it. Oh, I think that can put you in a wheelchair.
No, push it. I can get in the bitch. I just need help up the hill.
Oh, okay. I can look a nigga that'll put your ass in the wheelchair.
Oh, no, I be putting them in a wheelchair. I mean,
if that's how
NFL,
you sound,
NFL.
She said,
Fine on the ball, fumble, NFL.
You said, If that's your sex noise, I don't know.
No.
You got work on your sex noises. If it sounds like
I know how to make sex noises. Thank you. Tune in tomorrow for the sex sounds, the sounds of sex. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Oh, and we can talk about my howler monkeys and then sex.
That's you. That's Booba Cow, y'all. He gonna do it tomorrow for y'all on Freaky Friday on the Morning Match Show. What's your sex sound? Bam. Topic what? Be out, Molly.
That's the female.